Hello everyone. Namaste. Welcome to video lecture. I am Lokesh, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Soundarya Institute of Management and Science. Dear friends, today I am going to discuss plant layout, which is comes under in a production and operations management. In that, I would like to discuss few contents under the plant layout. The first one is introduction, objectives of plant layout, types of plant layout, factors influencing plant layout. These are all the topics which we are going to discuss today. Let us discuss introduction about the plant layout. The plant layout refers to the arrangement of physical facilities, even such as machinery, equipments, furnitures, land and buildings, whatever, etc., etc., within the factory building in such a manner so as to have quickest flow of material at the lowest cost and with the least amount of handling in processing the product from the receipt of material to the shipment of the finished goods. This is what the plant layout. Before that, in a plant layout, so there is a before the plant layout, there is a plant location. That is also one of the important topic which we already discussed in the series first video. Especially, just I would like to say one more thing. In a plant should be located at a place where inhabitants are interested in its success and the product can be sold profitably with minimum production cost. This is very important. Even plant location is often resulting of compromise among conflicting social, even economic, geographical conditions. Layout decisions entail determining the placement of departments, work groups within the departments, workstations, machines, and even stock holdings points within the production facilities. The objective is to arrange these elements in a way that ensure a smooth workflow in a factory or a particular traffic pattern. This is what in the plant layout. And one more live example I'll give you. If I want to construct one beautiful house, first and foremost, I would like to select very good place, whether it is in Shivaji Nagar or Rajaji Nagar or Jalalli Cross, where I want to select. I want to select in Rajaji Nagar because it's one of the prominent area in Asian continent, not only in Bangalore, in the world. So this is one of the good area. That's why I have selected that Rajaji Nagar location. In the Rajaj Nagar location, we have constructed one house. Okay, this is what location, plant location, which we are going to select. The layout means that is arrangement of the facilities. I mean arrangement of physical facilities, whatever the household facilities in a particular house. This is what plant layout. Let us move to the meaning. According to J.L. Zundi, he defined the plant layout. Plant layout ideally involves allocation of space and arrangement of equipment in such a manner that overall operating costs are minimized. The main objective of plant layout has to minimize the operating cost, automatically maximizing the profit. Objectives of plant layout. The main objectives of plant layout: proper and efficient utilization of available floor space, provide enough production capacity, reduce material handling costs, reduce accidents. If they have well planned layout, definitely they can reduce the accidents. There is more possibilities. Provide ease of supervision and control. Provide for employee safety and health. These are all the various objectives of plant layout. Now let us discuss types of plant layout, which is very important even exam point of view. If it is in case of a manufacturing unit, plant can be divided in four categories. The first one is product or line layout, then process or functional layout, fixed position or location layout, that finally combined or group layout. The first three are very important for the exam point of view. So these are all the four different types or different categories in case of manufacturing unit. Let us discuss one by one. The first one is product or line layout. In this layout, all the processing equipment and machines are arranged according to the sequence of operations of the product. This is what. Here in this product or line layout, all the equipments or machines or either plant and machinery or various machines are arranged according to the sequence of operations of the product. Look at here, raw materials. This is the one stores. This is the finished goods that is ready for end users. Between that, there is a process. Here, turning is there, drilling, milling, grinding, boring, ream, inspect, pack, finally dispatch. See, the product A and product B. Under these machines and equipments are arranged in one line depending upon the sequence of operations required for the product. Then the raw materials moves here. Okay, the raw materials moves very fast from one workstation to other stations with a minimum work in progress storage and material handling. This is very important. That's why I told you this is what processing equipment and machines are arranged in according to the sequence of the operations of the product. Then the grouping of the machines should be done keeping in mind the following general principles. Then even all the operations including even assembly, testing, packing must be included in the one line. Look at here, all from beginning turning to end packing, all it's in a one line sequencing order, right? So this is one of the very important product or line. For example for product or line layout, chemical industry, I mean chemical industry, plant, even paper, rubber, refineries, cement industry. These are all the main example of product or line layout. So let us discuss about few advantages of product or line layout. If you ask me what are the few advantages, there is a low work in process since output of one stage is automatically the input of next stage. This is one of the advantages. And material handling is less since the process is automatic. Then even labor cost also less as there is a division of labor. Then quality control is easier to implement. So these are all the various advantages. Some disadvantages of this product line or line layout: it is not easy to change the product. This will involve change in the layout and this is expensive and time consuming, so this layout is not very flexible. And if for some time the expansion of work area or insertion of any machine in between other machines is not possible or is very difficult. So this is, there is some advantages and disadvantages what we discuss. This is overall about product or line layout. Let us move to the second one, process layout, because I'm explaining more and more because it's a very important 40 marks question for the exam point of view, right? All the first four types. Second one is the process layout, the layout in which all the equipment or machineries, furnitures or performing similar tasks are grouped together is called the process layout or functional layout. This is what, right? For example, the milling machines can be, there are various machines depends on the nature of product and organ based on the manufacturing organization, right? They have milling, okay, then grinding, welding. There are the n number of the machineries what they have. Just I'm going to give an example. The milling machines can be grouped together to form one department and the grinding machines can be grouped together to form another department, right? This is an example for this. Here two machines, one is milling, another one is the grinding, can be grouped together to form another department. See, for example, look at here, there is a drilling, okay, product A and product B, what we are showing in the process layout, movement of two products, how it is. Look at here in the drilling, right? First one is the drilling, look at here. Then go to the planning, okay. After the planning again it will come back milling, then it will go to the welding, okay. After that grinding, then come again it will go for the assembly. This is what. And the second product, look at here, product number 2, that is what product number here. First milling, it will start with milling, after that go to the drilling, then it will come back to the planning, after that welding, then directly go for the grinding, finally assembly. That is the end, I mean finished goods. This is the process how they are going to organize. In this type of layout, machines of a similar type are arranged together at one place. Example, machines. Example, machines performing drilling operations are arranged in the drilling department. Machines performing casting operations be grouped in the casting department. Even welding department, grinding, and all the departments grouped in the that particular department. Therefore, the machines are installed in the plants which follow the process layout. This is very important. Hence, here such layouts typically have drilling department, milling department, welding department, heating department, painting department, etc. The process or functional layout is followed from historical period. This is very important, which we understood about process layout. Few advantages I wanted to discuss. Advantages of a process layout: flexibility in adapting to changing volumes, changing varieties, that is possible. Helps workmen learn more skills as job rotation enrich their skills. This is the one. Some disadvantages: space requirement increases when the work volume increases. Then high work in progress inventory, as jobs have to queue up for each operations. And difficulty in scheduling work, as different jobs have different operation sequences. So this is the disadvantages of process layout. Let us move to the third one, fixed position layout. In this type of layout, the major component remain in a fixed location. Other materials, parts, tools, machinery, manpower, and other supporting equipments are brought to this location. I mean fixed location. I mean that that they have fixed in the one location. We should be brought either machinery or whatever the manpower or raw materials or any other equipment should be brought from other place to that particular locations. This is what here, look at here in the projects, this is what project site. Okay, there is one project site. We must bring all the suppliers to here, all the manpower or human resources to this place, even material or raw material or whatever the equipments we should be bring to this particular locations, even energy, even water, even transportation, whatever that should be taken, that should be brought to that particular project site. This is what fixed position layout. Let us see an example. Due to size, shape, and other characteristics constraints, the products cannot be moved. The machine and operators move around the product. Example, construction of a building, assemble of an aircraft or ship. See the aircraft, this is very difficult to ship it somewhere, right? Whatever, see, if you want engineer, I mean human resource, we should bring to here. If you want all the equipment, we should bring here nut, bolt, screws, all the raw materials, everything will be brought into that particular fixed locations, right? Where it is located, where it is that layout has been assembled. That's one. So there are some advantages of this layout. I mean, what is that fixed layout? It minimizes movement of machines and equipment. There is no any movement in the machines and equipments. Everything will be brought that there only. Then continuity in production allows several activities to take place simultaneously, right? The manpower can do it. The particular manpower, they'll come and check it, that particular things. Then simultaneously bring the raw material. Other part of the work can be done simultaneously. There are some disadvantages, like once the project is over, right, once it's finished, the equipment or material will have to be moved, right? Not only is this an expensive proposition, but equipment utilization is also low, since equipment is kept idle during the time that is being shifted. This is one of the important disadvantages. Okay, now let us move to the group layout or cellular layout. There is a trend now to bring an element of flexibility into manufacturing system as regards to variation in batch sizes and sequence of operations. A grouping of equipment for performing a sequence of operations on family of similar components or products has become all the important. Here, see, look at here, this receiving and finally shipping. Here, cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, assembly, how it is going to that order wise, right? The tool also they have given tool 1, tool 3 like this, right? So, this group technology or group layout or cellular layout can increases the component standardization and rationalization. It's a reliability of estimates, even effective machine operation and productivity. Then we can expect the more customer services in this one. And it decreases something, what is that, paperwork and overall production time. Obviously the groups layout or cellular layout obviously reduce the paperwork and even overall production time, and work in progress and work movement also can be reduced, and even overall cost also can be reduced in this group layout or cellular layout. Now, let us move to the factors influencing layout. What are the various factors are influencing layout? There are many factors that are influencing, right? The first one is factory building. In the factory building, that is also very important, because that factory, based on the factory building, that will be decided. Like so for some time, an ideal plant building is one which is built to house the most efficient layout that can be provided for the process involved, is architecturally attractive and is most flexible in its use and expenses units construction. Since that building must be a flexibility, its most expandability means there is a provision to addition and extensions, right? And material handling provisions like cranes, hosts, then trolleys that must be uh, movement, that is also some proper lighting, ventilation, some air conditions. All those things are very much important, influencing on the plant layout. Even the different types of the factory building, either it may be in a single story building, multi-story building, then special buildings. So these factories buildings very much affect on what is that plant layout. Okay, this is one. Second one is nature of product. What type of product you are going to produce, whether it may be in what is that, it may be in IT product or any cement product or any other one of the product, that based on that, that will take care. This is also very very important, that it's especially it's more important. And next one is production process. What are the different production process you are following, right? Production process in the sense like JIT, just in time, right? Then some different process, CNC, VMs, many things what we have involved in the production process. Then type of machineries. Yes, absolutely. What are the different types of machineries? Some companies they are using the multi technology. I mean CNC. Okay, earlier everything is handled by manual. Now it is a CNC. I mean computerized numerical machines, VMC, vertical milling center. Some these are all the very important concepts which these are all the topics. Definitely, what is that factors? These factors influence on what is that plant layout. Okay, and finally, what we can say, then repairs and maintenance, even human needs, then plant environment. All those things are very very important, right? That nature, right? But nature also definitely importance for the, I mean, influencing the plant layout. Even human needs also, some repairs, maintenance. If you occur, if you any accident, met with an accident or break down the machineries, that maintenance, repairs, these are all the very very important factors influencing the plant layout. Now we are in the end. I mean, assess yourself, right? Assess yourself means there is an important, we should assess ourselves. Have you understood the essential principles behind layout of plant? That we can think over that. have understood the essential principles behind layout of plant? And do you have an idea of present government policies, either central or state, whatever it may be, and comment whether they are favorable for business or not? That you have to think over that. Then how will the make in India, our Narendra Modi, the mantra, right? Made in India, make in India, right? How will this, especially in this COVID pandemic, right? They are giving the more importance while addressing the nation, right? Make in India. How will the Make in India initiative by the government change the way business are run in our country? That you have to assess ourselves. God bless you. Thank you.